takes you on a startling journey to Salem's Lot.
They'll say I murdered her by choke.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. Josh here, checking in on you out there in YouTube land. And YouTube, let me tell you, however you found me, however you're doing out there, you have got it going on. It's our little secret. I open up YouTube and boom! How about a little bit of that Hell House Awards and a little 4-piece coming at you in October from Umbrella, and then in the next minute, it's Friday the 13th in 4K from Arrow. Out of nowhere, the 2009, the remake, the first kind of three reimagined, the final cut, the killer cut, right? All week, how about a little opera from Dario Argento? How about that in 4K? Good Lord, YouTube, you have got it going on. However you found me, thanks so much for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, share, talk some shit down there, whatever you want to do. I appreciate you being here. It's a Salem's Lot Saturday. I almost had a stroke saying that. Salem's Lot Saturday. The Tobey Hooper banger from 1979. I don't know what you do on Saturday, but for Salem's Lot, let's get into it. So guys, let's go back in time to 1996, a la Wayne's World. Right? 1996, I moved states with my family, moved cities, moved schools, moved houses, and I end up, getting to move down into this basement where I had a lot more independence, a lot more like responsibility. I got a paper route pretty quick. And on my paper route, there was this Kmart pretty close by. And I realized that inside they had those giant cube towers of movies, you know what I'm talking about, where it was 4 sides and each side had movies from $5.99 to $7.99, and most of them horror movies. Most of them were R-rated. And at Kmart, they didn't give a shit, baby. It was mom's the word. So I started fantasizing and daydreaming for when I'd get that paper route check once a month, and I'd go in there and pick up 3, 4, 5 R-rated horror films and bring them home. One of them that I picked up, based on the cover art alone, was 1979 Salem's Lot. That blue and black cover with the vampire, that Nosferatu looking thing, that little Pita from What We Do in the Shadows, that cover art had me hooked. It said like Stephen King's, and I was like, oh, I loved Pet Sematary. This has got to be good. Bring it home, put that bad boy in. What happens? Nothing happens for a little bit. This is a really long sit. I did not realize that this was a mini series when I bought this as a little kid. And it's going to take its time with you. It says on the back, one of the last truly great gothic vampire films, and that's no bullshit. This is a slow burn, the ultimate in terror. Salem's Lot takes its time with you. It plays with you. It's a slow simmer, but once it gets going and they start to kind of like build the story of the writer that moves to the town, he goes back, there's the suave antiques dealer, right? And there's the cemetery caretaker. There's a lot of terror that's just, it takes its time with you, and it kind of builds on things that Tobey Hooper does so well. The things that go bump in the night. Absolute killer vampire flick. And Salem's Lot was a movie that I kind of had to sell to some of my friends because it is so slow. Once you start to see the visuals and the actual vampires and the kid that comes to the window, are you kidding me? That is one of the most iconic pieces of horror movie cinema ever. I absolutely think that's one of the scariest things you can see as a kid. I don't know how they do that, where he's just floating into the room, tink, 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 tapping on the glass, scared the absolute fucking shit out of me. The actual vampire design, the caretaker when he's just like sitting in the chair and his eyes are all glowing, he leans forward. There's so many epic moments in this movie where they've got the cross and David's soul, and he's like, he's losing his mind trying to summon the... I keep trying to hit you guys. You're not doing it. It's David Soul. He's trying to keep the damn vampire away from him. Absolute incredible take on vampires, but it's not going to be for everybody because they're going to see the length and be like, maybe I should just watch like the second half because the first part's kind of slow. Without it being slow, you lose the suspense and you lose the atmosphere. The small town setting builds creepy, claustrophobic. the slow buildup of tension, it keeps you on the edge of your seat. What I also really like about this is the vampire villain himself, Kurt Barlow. He's not like someone from Fright Night where he's this sexy kind of iconic, or even the Gary Oldman Dracula style vampire. He's gross, he's deformed, he's grotesque, he is chilling. This is my favorite version of a vampire ever. I absolutely love it. And I also love Salem's Lot for the characters, right? Ben, young, brave Marg, right? Every character's fully fleshed out. These people and their struggle is real against this vampire's threat. It takes over the whole town. The practical effects, the makeup. Salem's Lot is truly horrifying, but you're gonna miss it if you just complain about being slow. Crafted suspense, unforgettable villains, memorable characters. This is a must-watch for any horror fan. Have I convinced you yet to watch Salem's Lot? I hope you do. I hope you've tried it. If you've watched it, what do you think about it? Let me know down there in the comments. Give me a quick little shout out. What do you like about it? You got to remember, this thing came out in 1979 and it's rated PG. PG for Salem's Lot. You don't get the gore and the special effects and just the care, the craftsmanship that Tobey Hooper takes to this movie. You don't get stuff like that anymore from a PG. Besides maybe Poltergeist, I mean, there's not a lot of them out there. Characters, the way that they describe and they shape these vampires, it's very gothic. I absolutely love it. I also love that cover, man. Oh, this thing is like $7 or $8. Go pick up this Blu-ray. It needs a 4K real bad. It needs like a really hard box edition. I lost my VHS and it's a big regret that I have. I know you can just buy them for like a couple bucks on eBay, but I loved Salem's Lot when it came out. It was one of the first few horror movies that I ever bought. So let me know, what do you think about it? I think it's an absolute 10. It's a gem. It is a slow burn. It's long. It's 3 hours and 3 minutes. So set it up as like, hey, we're going to do something. We're going to watch part 1. Maybe tomorrow we watch part 2. I think it flows better if you watch it all, at once. But yeah, let me know. What do you think? Salem Lot, blah, blah, blah. Awesome. Guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching. Do those things where you like, comment, subscribe. Click those little buttons down there if you want to see more from me. And let me know. Watch Salem's Lot. Watch it tomorrow on a slow Sunday. Let me know what happens. Let me know if you have a good time. I think it's absolutely incredible. Not enough people are watching it, so dust off the shelves. Put on Salem's Lot. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you again soon. Cheers.